back to the Beachbum Bookworm. I am Tiffany. I'm so glad you all found me again today. My channel is all about cozy mysteries and romance books. I am starting a new series. Not sure exactly what I'm going to call it. But for right now, for when I'm doing cozy mysteries, I'm going to call it Cozy Kindle Unlimited Finds. So these are different themes within cozy mysteries, and the books are available on specifically Kindle Unlimited. Kindle Unlimited, if you are an avid reader, I would highly suggest you at least give the free trial a try to see if it is worth it to you, because it is probably my favorite subscription service of all time as far as what you get for your buck. So I think it's $11.95 a month. I can't swear that. I don't know. It changes periodically, raises. So I think we're at $11.95, but I can't swear that. So it's unlimited in the sense you can check out as many books in a month as you can. The part that is limited, because some people will say that, is you can have only 20 books at a time. Only, I mean, even I, who read a lot of books, don't read 20 at a time. But that's how many you can hold at any given time, but you can check out as many if you're constantly checking those back in. Get what I'm saying? Okay. So these are, I thought I would start it with my favorite tropes. So these are bakery, cozy mystery, Kindle Unlimited finds. Let's just get right into it. We're going in 3, 2, 1, go. As always, don't forget to hit the like, subscription, notification bell. All 3 of those help us out tremendously in the algorithm. They're absolutely free to do, so it costs nothing to use. Support is free. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all your support, because I am having the best time. I'm so appreciative. I can't thank you enough. Okay. The first series I want to tell you about is by Rosie A Point, which if you are just looking for a new cozy series, you don't know what you want to read, you want something short, something that you can read in like an afternoon or a day, definitely check out Rosie A Point. She has a ton of different series to choose from. This one, the Bite-Sized Bakery, book 1 is called Murder by Chocolate. So this series currently has 25 books in it. I have read, I think the first 2, maybe 3. This features Ruby Holmes, and she buys a food truck, and she wants to basically sell her baked goods and travel in this food truck, which I think is a fantastic premise. I love the new series that we're starting to get where they're, through some circumstance or another, like in this case, the food truck, they're able to set their books in a different location each book. I love a good setting. And so when, if they're written well, the town is written as another character to me, then I love, going back to the town over and over again. But I also like the idea of keeping things fresh and seeing a different location each book in other series. I also think that it helps with, the Cabot Cove syndrome type of thing from happening. This one, like I said, I read the first few and I thought it was very fun. Next up, we have the Baker's Rise Cozy Mystery Series. Book 1 is called Here Today, Scone Tomorrow. This is by RA Hutchins. There are 10 books in this series. It does say that this series is complete. It says it features humorous British culinary cozy mysteries, follows amateur sleuth Flora Miller, her very vocal feathered sidekick. Does she have a bird? And the quirky residents of Baker's Rise as they indulge in a spot of amateur sleuthing. I love it. I love it. I've seen these books around a lot. They've been on my TBR. I need to get to them. Yes. Let me know if you've read that. Next up, we have the Mad Batter Cozy Mystery Series. This is by Constance A. Barker. I actually read the first book, A Drizzle for Murder. I'm going to put it right here, for the last month's Murder and Mayhem readathon, because I found the box set of it. So this is a finished series as well. It's 6 books in it. And it says, who knew making donuts and delicious pastries could be so dangerous? Join Coco and the crew as they solve deadly crimes and whip up scrumptious goodies. I really enjoyed the one that I read. It was a 3-star read, really fun and very, very short. So I was able to lickety-split get through it, and I had a good time with it. Next up is the Cozy Bakery Seaside Cozy Mystery Series. These covers are adorable. I absolutely love them. So this one's called The Winter Walk. I love this cover. I do not want to try to say this author's name, so I'm gonna let you get it from the cover, just because I know that I would butcher it, and I don't want to do that. So I'm bowing out of that one. There are 7 books in this series. I cannot wait to try this. This immediately went on my tea-bar. This cover, I don't know. There's something about it that's just drawing me in. It is like the epitome of cozy to me. I absolutely love it. And y'all know I love cozy set in the winter. Love, love, love. So this one says, in the snow-draped streets of Chatham, Hannah Brooks' Seaside Sugar Bakery glowed with warmth and the scent of peppermint, but a cryptic note shattered its peace. So that's all I want to read, because the rest is just the synopsis from book 1. So Hannah is our main character, and she owns the Seaside Sugar Bakery. That's all I need to know. And I'm so excited that the first book takes place in the winter, and I'm immediately drawn to this whole series. And this author had a ton of other series available on Kindle Unlimited. And I don't know if somehow they're all weaved together, because a lot of them seemed culinary in theme, but I'm not sure. Next up, another Rosie A Point series. I told you she had a ton of them. It's the Bees Bakery Cozy Mystery Series. Book 1 is called Death and Donuts. There are 5 books in this series. It says bakers Ruby and Bee have settled into their new town, Mystery, Maine, where the lobster's rolls are fresh and the locals are friendly. Oh, okay. I have not read anything from this series, I don't think. But I love Maine for a cozy series. I love it for a setting. Okay. Next up is a Doggy Bakery. I had to include this for all the animal lovers, including myself. It's the Doggy Bakery Cozy Mystery Series. Book 1 is called Dastardly Deceit and the Bow Wow Bakery. This is by Belinda Page. I think there are 7 books in this series. I do not know if it is over or not. It says, after moving from New York City back to her hometown of Glenwood Falls, Sophie wants a quiet life with her sweet sable weenie dog Max. She opens Max Bow Wow Bakery, a shop for furry friends who visit excitedly and wag their tails while munching on delicious baked treats. That's all I'm going to read, because that's all I feel like we need to know. Oh my gosh. That sounds adorable. Oh, I do want to say one more thing. It says doggy treat recipes included. I am so there. Next up is the Laughing Loaf Bakery Cozy Mystery Series. So I think this is more on the bread side of things. I love this. The first book is called Drop Dead Bread. I see what you did there. Oh my gosh, I love puns so much. This is by Victoria Kazarian. Hope I'm saying the name right. 7 books in this series. A lot of these, I don't know if they are a completed series, so just keep that in mind. If they are definitely completed, I'll make sure I note that, but otherwise, not positive. It says, one day, Gracie is happily married, tech manager in Seattle. The next day, she turns in her husband to the FBI for selling tech secrets, and her life has changed forever. I bet. Under the Witness Protection Program, Gracie and her dog, Biga, and her absent-minded professor father are relocated to the small town of River Grove in the Northern California Redwoods. Awesome location. Leaving her tech past behind, Gracie starts the Laughing Loaf Bakery. Oh my goodness. I've read that synopsis before. Every time I read it, I laugh. She's happily married, and the next day she's turning in her husband. I'm just like, whoa. I do need to check this series out. Next up, we have the Samantha Sweet Cozy Mystery Series. This is by Connie Shelton, and I'm trying to think of what series I've read by her, unless I'm mixing her up with another author. The first book in this series is called Sweet Masterpiece. There are 19 books in this series. It says, Samantha Sweet breaks into houses for a living. Not so much a living, more a crime, but, to each their own. I'm not judging her. I'm just saying, I don't know if that's So she breaks into houses for a living, but when she encounters a dying woman in one such house and a backyard grave at another, handsome Deputy Beau Cardwell shows up and, things get complicated. Yeah! A small mural painted inside a closet in the abandoned house provides clues, and Sam is caught up in Beau's investigation. Wow, that sounds intriguing. I don't know where the series goes from there. If she continues like her, talent of breaking into homes, or if she opens a bakery. I'm not really sure, but I'm intrigued. 19 books. Next up is the Cupcake Truck Mysteries. I love a food truck, so anytime I see one, I'm all for it. First book in this series is called Sugar Advice. Love it. This is by Emily James. I've not heard of this author, so I'm very interested in trying this. 5 books in this series. It says, that's what Cupcake Truck owner, who would kill a 100-year-old man at his own 100th birthday party. 100th. Yeah, 100th birthday party. Listen, that's wrong, y'all. It is, first of all, it's always wrong to kill. I'm not trying to give you a lesson in morals. I'm just saying. But you crossed a line when you kill a 100-year-old man on his birthday. Okay. It says, who would kill a 100-year-old man at their own birthday party? That's what Cupcake Truck owner Isabel is left asking herself when she's hired to cater a birthday party where the guest of honor dies before he even tastes her cupcakes. He didn't even get to have a cupcake. So this is a Cupcake Truck food cozy. Very excited for it. It says cupcake recipes included, and I approve. Next up is I'm trying to figure out the name of the series. McBlack's Treats Cafe Cozy Mystery Series. Okay, let me try it again. McBlack's Treats Cafe Cozy Mystery Series. Book 1 is called New Beginnings and Grand Openings. There are 6 books in this series. It is by A.R. Winters. It says Tiffany Black was ready for a fresh start. Quaint small town life, a cozy cafe, and days filled with cupcakes, coffee, and zero drama. I love it. Oh my gosh. But from the moment she and her best friend Rosie open up their bakery, things start to go horribly wrong. Oh no. First, someone sabotages the cafe, determined to shut them down before they even get started. Then a murder rocks the town, and all signs point to someone who's a little too close for comfort. Who is trying to destroy Tiffany's dreams? Who wanted the victim dead? And how long before the killer strikes again? Dun, dun, dun. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm intrigued by this one a lot. Next up is a series that sounds really cute. It is the Bluebird Bakery Cozy Mystery Series. This is by Amber Word. It is called, book 1 is called The Scone Cold Truth. There's 1 book currently out in this series, so it seems to be brand new. It says, welcome to Willowbrook, where the pastries are sweet and the secrets are deadly. Oh boy. Lily Fairchild is ready for a fresh start. Leaving behind the chaos of the city, she's set on reviving the beloved Bluebird Bakery and embracing the charm of small town life. Between perfecting her croissants and reconnecting with childhood memories, everything seems to be falling in place until a dead body is discovered behind the bakery. Yeah, that seems to, put a damper on the party. Yeah. 1 book out in that series. I don't know why I'm drawn to it. I think I like the title of Bluebird Bakery or Bluebird Cafe. I don't know why. I just like it. Okay. Next up is the Pelican Cove Cozy Mystery Series. This is by Lena Clover. This is a very popular series. There are 17 books in it. Book 1 is called Strawberries and Strangers. This one says, dumped by her cheating husband, 44-year-old. Okay. Let me stop for just a second. I like when we get main characters in their 40s. I feel like we either get very young. When I say very young, I mean like in their 20s. God, that's hard. That's really hard to say very young and then say 20s. Okay, I'm with you. Okay. Or we get like the seniors, which I love both of those. I love series from both of those. Seniors are like my favorite age group, but I do like that we're starting to see more in the middle, because I feel like it was always been such extremes. And so when I see some amateur sleuth in their mid 40s or even 50s, I'm so excited. Okay, so this one says 44-year-old. Let me start at the beginning. It says, dumped by her cheating husband, 44-year-old Jenny King is trying to build a new life in her small seaside town of Pelican Cove. Locals are lining up the Boardwalk Cafe for her tasty cakes and muffins. But when her aunt, a local artist, is accused of killing a stranger, Jenny is forced to set her apron aside and put her sleuthing cap on. Oh my goodness. And I've had this series on my TBR forever, but I didn't realize that the bakery was set on a boardwalk. Oh my gosh. This just bumped up on my TBR quite a bit. Next up, for paranormal lovers, this is the Great Witches Baking Show, Cozy Mystery Series. This is by Nancy Warren. Book 1 is called The Great Witches Baking Show. I read the first book of this because I love the Great British Bake Off, and this is a total play on that. This was just a little too paranormal for me, but if you are a paranormal fan and you like bakery cozies, and you like especially if you like the Great British Bake Off, oh my gosh, you will love this series. So there are 9 books in it. This features Poppy. It says Poppy is thrilled to be chosen as a contestant on the Great British Baking Contest. As an American with English roots, winning the crown as Britain's best baker would open doors she's dreamed of in more ways than one. Appearing on a reality show is her chance to get into Broomwood Hall and uncover the secrets of her past. But strange things are happening on the show's set. Accusations of sabotage, a mysterious death, a suspiciously unsociable residence at Broomwood Hall, and the judges can be real witches. There are murmurs that Broomwood is an energy vortex. It certainly makes Poppy see and do things that aren't exactly normal, and seems to be drawing interesting characters to the neighborhood. When a fellow contestant dies in mysterious circumstances, Poppy has more to worry about than burned pies and cakes that won't rise. There's a murder on the loose, and it's up to Poppy and her new friends to solve the crime before it becomes a real showstopper. Oh my goodness. Like I said, paranormal fans, British Bake Off fans, try this series. And all of Nancy Warren, she is a very prolific writer on Kindle Unlimited. I think almost all of her series are paranormal based. I can't swear to all of them being, but she has several. So definitely check her out. The next one is the Bakery Detective Cozy Mystery Series. This is by Stacey Alabaster. It says the first book is called A Pie to Die For. There are 15 books in this series. It says that says Rachel is a pastry chef with a boutique bakery. When a food critic, dies after eating a pie from Rachel's bakery, she is quickly labeled the prime suspect as, yeah, that's what's going to happen. Faced with the police investigation that doubts her innocence, she has no choice but to find the real killer. With carefree best friend Pippa, Rachel sets out on a mission to save her bakery, but could ultimately cost her and her best friend everything. Dun, dun, dun. This next one, this author is very prolific. I have read, she was on my 25 to start in 2025. I've also started her pizza series. It's Patty Benning. Patty Benning is a huge writer on Kindle Unlimited, and I love her different series. This one I had not heard of is called the Egret Isle Cozy Mystery Series, again by Patty Benning. First book is called I Don't Know. Sorry, I didn't write down the first book. I'm going to put it right here. It says, filled with murder and mixed feelings and inner conflict, Claudia Fletcher returns to Egret Island, Maine, for the first time in 20 years for her estranged father's funeral. During the reading of his will, she learns that he bequeathed his house and the famous Fletcher's Pride Bakery to her, under the condition that she lives in the house and runs the bakery for at least a year before deciding to keep or sell. While trying to figure out a way out of her father's request, she begins to realize something doesn't seem to quite add up about his death. Quite a few people had a motive to kill him. And although he had a cancer diagnosis that she hadn't been aware of, everyone, including his doctor, said he'd been doing well. Claudia had been estranged from her father, but she still loved him and is determined to get to the bottom of his death and in the name of justice. In the meantime, she has some decisions to make and a ton of hard work to do if she's going to live up to the provisions of the will. Wow, that is packed with a lot going on there. And again, it says there are 4 books. I don't know if that's currently or if the series is over, but I highly suggest checking out Patty Benning. Next up, we have the Seaside Baker Cozy Mystery Series. Book 1 is called Murder at the Oyster Festival, and y'all know I love a festival. This is by Leora Dawn. There are 4 books in this series. It says, welcome to Bluebell Bay. I like the name of the town. Where the pastries are sweet, the air is salty, and murder is always on the menu. Yikes. Okay, pastries are sweet, yeah. Sea air is salty, yeah. Murder is always on the menu. You lost me. When Emma Hart inherits her Aunt Aggie's beloved bakery, Sugar and Salt, she's ready for a fresh start in this sleepy coastal town. Ooh, I like a sleepy coastal town. But when a local celebrity chef drops dead after eating one of her oyster scones during the oyster festival, Emma's dream crumbles like an overbaked biscuit. Oh, with her corgi by her side. This is so being pushed to the top of my TBR. A sleepy coastal town, a festival, a corgi. I am so there. That sounds so good. Next up is the Moonstone Bakery Cozy Mystery Series. This is by Nova Walsh. Book 1 is called Lava Cake and Lies. It says there are 2 books in this series. Former criminal attorney, turned bakery owner Jenny Malone is trading courtrooms for croissants. Determined to build a new life and a new business in this quirky seaside haven with her loyal cat Shortcake. These authors know how to pull me in. I don't know if they're like, what would Tiffany like? But I feel like that's what they think. Now, I know the world doesn't completely revolve around me, but I'm just saying, I think she's talking about me. Seaside, little town. Yeah, okay. Her loyal cat, Shortcake, a down-on-his-luck PI sharing the shop, and Lois Wheeler, her hammer-wielding, no-nonsense sidekick. Jenny quickly discovers that Moonstone Bay is far from quiet. Murder has a way of turning up in the oddest of places. Oh my gosh. 2 books out in that series. Next up was a favorite from last year. And it's on my SAS from this year because that's how much I love the first one. I have read the second one. You will hear about it in the wrap-up next month. It is the German Bakery Cozy Mystery Series. This is by Tracy Donnelly. First book is called An Old-Fashioned Christmas Murder, and I gave it like 8 billion stars. I mean, I can't tell you how much I loved it. 6 books in this series. I'm going to read to you from what it says. It says, it's Christmas in the little Texas Hill County town of Walnut Creek. Fern Fisher's favorite time of the year. Mine too, Fern. It's also the busiest time of the year at her family's German bakery, founded in 1865, where they still bake the old and dear recipes. This one, the first book, she also lives in this like Victorian home that's been converted into apartments. And everybody that lives there is so communal, and it just feels like a community to itself. And now one of her best friends from the first book has moved into the apartment. I loved it so much. I highly recommend this series if you have Kindle Unlimited. Next up is another batch of Baker's Cozy Mystery Series. That's cute. First book is called Teacakes and Trouble. This is by Donna Doyle. 5 books in this series. I was about ready to say 3. 5 books in this series. Sammy's back in Sunny Cove and finally able to achieve her dream of owning just like Grandma's restaurant. That's cute. Until mysterious letters appear in the local newspaper threatening to close Sammy down before she even opens the doors. Rude. As her grand reopening approaches, Sammy must discover who's behind the poison pen campaign before it destroys more than just reputations. Okay. 5 books. I'm going to have to check it out. Next up is the Freshly Baked Cozy Mystery Series. This is by Kate Bell. Book 1 is called Apple Pie a la Murder. Cute. 36 books in this series, y'all. Let me say that again. 36 books in that series. Allie finds herself entangled in a web of suspicion, all thanks to her best friend Lucy. Lucy's well-meaning advice to have Allie's homemade pies featured in Henry Hoffer's restaurant takes a dark turn when Henry dies under mysterious circumstances. Right after tasting Allie's apple pie. Oh, no. Oh, boy. 36 books. That's incredible. That is a very long-standing series. Next up is an author who is very prolific on Kindle Unlimited, so you can search her and find numerous different series by her. It's Addison Moore. This series is called Murder in the Mix, and get ready for it. This series has 54 books in it. 54. Yeah. Book 1 is called Cutie Pies and Deadly Lies. I've actually read this one. This series is a little too paranormal for me, but if you like paranormal and you like bakery, I would highly suggest you check it out. This features Lottie Lemon. I love that name. Lottie Lemon, and she sees dead people. It says, "My name is Lottie Lemon, and I see dead people." Okay, so I rarely see dead people. Mostly I see furry creatures of the dearly departed variety. Like I said, I thought it was cute. It just was too paranormal for me. I highly suggest giving it a try if you want to start a series with 54 books in it. If you are just looking for something with a big backlog, there you go. Next up is the Bell Harbor Cozy Mystery Series. This is by Sue Hollowell. The first book is called Cupcakes and Catastrophe right here. There are 15 books in this series. It says, fresh from a nightmare divorce, oh no, Tilly swaps Boston traffic for the gold cries of Bell Harbor, determined to serve Grandma Luna's sea salt caramel cupcakes and flaky bakery hand pies at her own shop, Luna's Bake Shop. But the seaside dream curdles when a kite festival judge is found strangled with string in the vacant store next door, and Tilly's lovable yet scatterbrained Uncle Jack lands on the suspect list. Oh no. Oh no. That sounds really cute though. The town sounds really cute. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to check it out too. That was the last one. Let me know which ones you're most excited that you heard about today. Also, do you know of any bakery-themed cozy mysteries on Kindle Unlimited? Because of course I can't tell you about them all. There's just so many. But if you have any ones that are beloved that you didn't hear today, please put them in the comments below. Gives me a big thumbs up for this video. And until next time, may all your future reads be 5 stars. Bye, everybody.